We met with the doctor one last time at discharge, and it was kind of sobering news. Snow is going to need, in their opinion, additional procedures, additional stents, and possibly a defibrillator. Now, this, guys, was really hard to take, but the doctor said, go back to the U.S., go back and visit your family, spend time with your family. This is a life-changing event. He said, go to an American doctor and get a second opinion. He said, take your time. This is really big, guys, and you need to think through this. Now, he said, if you decide by chance that you want to have the remaining procedures, the stents and the defibrillator, done here in Argentina, don't worry. We will do that. But we understand, likely we won't see you. Now, one of the things he did before we left was all the medical records he had transcribed. So the test results, the EKGs, and also he had the video put on a CD of the angio for the doctors when we returned for our visit back in the US. Super cool, super amazing experience with these guys in Argentina. Absolutely blown away with the care and compassion from this hospital. But our plan, and this was where the surprise came in, our plan already was to come back to the United States and see family and friends. So that's why we already had the apartment rented and arranged. And fortunately, we were able to push our flights back 3 days so that we can still go home, we can still see our families, we can get in a second opinion and decide what we're going to do moving forward.
Hey guys, it's been a couple of days since we saw you, and we have some big news. We were waiting to get the all clear from the doctor, and we did in the last episode, so we're going home. Hopping on a plane, going home, see some family, check in with the doctor back in the States. You ready to go, Curt?
Yeah, I'm kind of sad because we will not be traveling with the cats.
Yeah.
Probably something, the first thing you guys are going to wonder about.
Yeah, what are we doing with the cats? Well, we have what we hope is a really good plan, and we'll show you when that plan gets here. Curt is headed down to bring up some guests. We're all packed. Vanna and G have no idea what's about to happen. I can go ahead and warn y'all, I will likely cry when we leave these guys, because we're going to be gone home for over 2 weeks, and these are my babies. What we've done, we have invited some friends of ours.
Oh, nice to meet you guys.
This is you and June.
You.
You and June.
Yeah.
And they are friends of friends. We met them. This is the first time we've met them in person, but we met them through Yuko and Eric, who are good friends of ours. We've met along the road many times.
My name's Eric.
And Yuko.
Nice to meet you guys. Tell them where you're from.
I'm from the U.S., but I grew up in Hong Kong.
Okay.
And we met in Asia before coming back to the U.S.
Oh,
and
nice.
doing the van life.
Nice. And what about where are you from?
From Tokyo, Japan.
Oh, awesome. Oh, we love Tokyo.
Love,
Yeah, we visited there. We loved Tokyo.
That's the reason why we live in a van.
It is. And they are going to stay here in our Airbnb while we go home and watch our babies.
Yes.
And they love kitty cats as much as we do. But let's find out a little bit about them. How long have you guys been traveling?
We've been traveling like 3 years and a half. Like we left Japan 3 years and a half. But of course the pandemic came, but during the time we stayed in Mexico for 1 year. In San Cristobal.
So
Yeah,
did
yeah.
we. The exact
Really?
same thing. Where were y'all at in Mexico?
We were in San Cristobal de las Casas.
When it finally became serious and we had to find a place to stay, we were in San Cristobal.
Wait a minute. Hold on. All right. Okay. We were for 5 months. We rented an apartment in Puerto Escondido, and
Yeah, we love
for
that too. We love that too.
for
Yeah.
2 months we rented an apartment in San Cristobal.
As well.
So we were probably there at the same time.
Yeah, maybe we passed by. on the
Yeah, I
street,
didn't
maybe.
know.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, guys, let's get these guys settled in. These guys are taking care of our babies.
Yeah.
They also have a YouTube channel. That's why
Yes.
they understand what we do, but their YouTube channel is in Japanese.
Yeah, well, even though we speak everything in Japanese. But yeah, if you're interested and if you like, I don't know, learning Japanese or something, maybe you can.
Yeah, yeah.
でいるスノーさんとカートさんです。
須田さんとカートさん。
はい、アメリカ人の2人で、ですね、まあ、YouTube チャンネルも持ってるんですよ。
はい
で YouTube チャンネルもう10万人以上いる。
Alright, and as a point of reference, I'm not going to learn Japanese anytime soon, guys.
I think
No
they know
worries.
that.
Yeah.
All right, so this one. No, he doesn't. But he's gotten more relaxed
Mhm.
as he got older. So he's a Bengal, and Bengals actually have a little bit of leopard blood in them. Leopards. So
okay.
he's got. When he was younger, he was a little wild.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
So he's relaxed now.
So you guys have been taking care of him for 13 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is the part where Snow makes them swear their life away that they're going to take the very best care of our kitties. We've gone through all the instructions and showed them the apartment, so
They've
it's
met
about time to get on the
Vanna,
road.
Met G. It's gonna be okay. All right. Okay. I sent you the Wi-Fi password.
Yeah.
It works.
Yes, I got it.
There's only one key to this place, so you is coming down to let us out.
We need the key to
Yeah.
get out of the
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And one more. One more.
Nice to meet you guys. Thank you. Taking care of our cats.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys, we're getting in the cab. I just left my fur babies. I'm not gonna cry. Not on camera anyway. So, let's get to the airport, fly home, see some family, see a doctor back home, and check on my heart there too. We are on our way to the airport, but we have to swing by the parking lot where the van is at to grab something out of it. Luckily for us, it's right out by the airport.
As fate would have it, I left something in the van, so before flying out, we had to come over here and grab it. It's always good to put your eyeballs on the van anyway. If you guys remember, I had to leave the keys here, which I wasn't super comfortable with. So at least now I know where it's parked and put my eyes on, so you can see it's just back here in a secure lot. So we made it to the airport, an all too familiar place for me from years ago in my previous life. But in any event, it's a small airport. We're here quite a bit earlier. We have a red eye tonight, and so we don't fly out until 8 or 8:30, and they don't let us check in until 3 hours before the flight. So we've got an hour before we can check in.
For the first time ever, we have gotten to the airport so early that it's too early to check in. I told Curt I wanted to make sure we got early. I didn't want this to be stressful at all. I wanted it to be easy going and slow moving. And we got here an hour too early. What do you think about that, Curt?
Feels a lot like hurry up and wait.
Yeah. But I wanted to pop in here and tell y'all, because we've told y'all we're going home. It's been a whirlwind. The pet sitters came. But what we did not tell you is we have actually had this trip planned for 5 or 6 months. That's why we were headed to Buenos Aires. We had flights to catch. But the whole heart episode thing delayed our flights. The doctor made me wait a week before he would clear me to get on an airplane and fly. And at the doctor's appointment today, we are 100% confirmed I'm safe to fly. So our trip is delayed, but it's something that's been planned for a while. Curt wanted to get home and see his folks in Oklahoma. And if you've been following the journey, then you know that my niece has had a baby. So it's my first little great niece or nephew, and it is a nephew, and we had wanted to get home to see him. So this trip was planned. So we had the pet sitters already set up. They were wonderful because they worked with us on being delayed for a week. We just picked them up a hostel in town because they were kind of stuck in town until we were able to catch this flight. They have already sent 2 videos of the kitty cats. Vanna has come out of hiding. She was hiding under the bed. She's out now. And G's hanging out on the couch checking out his new hosts. But in the meantime, we're going to have some tea and fruit salad. And then in 30 minutes we can go check in and get on our plane. So we're double whammied. Not only did we get here incredibly early, too early, there's also no lines. Like no lines at all.
Are you complaining because there's no lines?
No, we didn't have to come so early. I was all nervous. I didn't want to be stressed and hustling through the airport. And it's the most laid back, relaxed airport in the history of ever. And we wait a really long time.
Well, we got tickets to club sections, so we can go there.
Yeah. So what we didn't tell y'all is
One of the perks to me traveling before is I still have traveling status. And so
he's not a diamond anymore, but
I get into the club area and I get to bring in one guest.
he almost picked somebody besides me.
I was trying.
Let's go check out the club area. We're getting closer to club, but I may have spotted a problem. Curt is magnetically being pulled to the McDonald's. I think he's going to be able to skip it. I think he can do it. I think he's going to go right by. Y'all cheer him on. He did it. He skipped McDonald's. We are settled in the, the Latam Lounge, because there's no Delta one. Latam. Did not take Curt long to grab a bowl of corn soup. Corn soup with crackers. He also snagged himself a little sandwich. I'm going to head up there and see if I can find some heart-healthy food.
Gotta eat. It's looking like Snow opted for a Smart Water and a heart-healthy salad.
I got some broccoli, some avocado, and some zucchinis down on the bottom. And I got a little bit of olive oil to drizzle on it. No salt. It's gonna be good. Almost as good as Curt's cream of corn buttery soup.
Gonna stay in this moment. Gonna lay here on the grass.
Headed home back to the U.S. Woo-hoo!
I don't need to feel lonely. I am finally home at last.
Getting on the plane, guys. Getting on the plane.
And I don't mind being gone on adventures for a while. No, no. 'Cause the best thing about it is I know I'm coming back. Oh, oh. Of all the magic places in the world I've been to, this is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true. No matter where I go, I'm coming home to you. Been walking down the street so many times, my feet know every brick and stone. Could wear a blindfold. No matter what I do, I'm coming home to you. And I don't know why, don't know why, don't know why. I'm always feeling homesick. Oh. All I know, all I know, all I know is this is where my heart is. Oh.
It's a long ways. Buenos Aires, Atlanta. Dum.
In case you guys don't know where Buenos Aires is, it is a long way from Atlanta. We have about a 10.5-hour flight. Look at this thing. Rio Branco, remember we
lived
came through
there,
there in
yeah.
Brazil? Armenia, we stayed there.
Yeah.
over the ocean.
Hopefully while this is going on, we're getting some sort of sleep. That's the plan, guys. We'll see how this red-eye sleeping goes.
Over the hurricane.
Yep. There's Orlando, where we used to live.
And down to
Atlanta,
the...
where we change planes and fly to Oklahoma. For those of you wondering, a little update on me. We have walked all through the airport. It was broke up in small sections, so I have not worn myself out. We did have a wheelchair kind of on call in case any of the gates were super far away, but everything was close enough. Doing pretty good, guys. This could be one of the happiest moments of my life. Well, I may be exaggerating.
Snow's gonna be able to knock a bucket lister out for the U.S. before we even get there.
I have been planning to figure out how to watch this movie when we got home, and here it is on the airplane. I'm finally going to get to see it, guys, and everyone that's my age, all you ladies out there, I know you already went to see it, and I have been dying. Gonna watch me some Top Gun Maverick tonight.
I have seen many places where the beauty never ends. Different cities, friendly faces, and perhaps I'm going back. But I don't have to be chasing every dream that I have. Oh, no. 'Cause the thing is, I've got more love here than I can bear. Ooh. Of all the magic places in the world I've been to, this is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true. No matter where I go, I'm coming home to you. Been walking down the street so many times, my feet know every brick and stone. Could wear a blindfold. No matter what I do, I'm coming home to you. And I don't know why, don't know why, don't know why, I'm always feeling homesick. Oh.
We are on our home soil. Well, we're in Atlanta, about to check ourselves back into the United States. It's been quite a while.
It's been a long night.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you in a minute. Time to get our bag, take it through customs, and then drop it back off to get put on the plane in Oklahoma. Good morning.
This is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true. No matter where I go, I'm coming home to you.
All right, we are wore out. The red eye kicked our butt from Buenos Aires. We are on the plane to Tulsa. It will not
Last
be
leg.
long until Curt sees his parents. How long has it been since you've seen your parents?
Well, it's been, I don't know, 2 years?
Yeah, it's been a long time. So, we'll see you guys when we get to Tulsa. You didn't think she'd be waiting in here. She's waiting right here at this door. Hello. How are you?
Made it okay,
I
huh?
made it okay. I'm a little tired, but I'm good.
We parked pretty close.
Oh, good. We got to get our bag.
You would need to sit a minute?
No, I'm okay. I just sat for 10 hours. Hey, how are you? I told Curt he'd be waiting. Y'all'd be waiting here.
It was a long night. All right, we're having a little, what do you call this, like family style restaurant breakfast?
Yeah.
It's not the healthiest. Eggs, sausage, toast, coffee, but it's traditional. It's one of my favorites. So the vacation's starting off perfect.
Next up for me is a nap.
Yeah, Snow still hasn't slept. So I didn't tell you guys, but my dad's an inventor, and he invented this product that grows medical marijuana. Welcome to my dad's grow room. Look at these long containers. Wow.
Look at them growing. I like the long doing this. When Curt showed me that picture, I like the. Yeah, that's pretty good. No dirt. You don't need dirt.
This is these I'll be transplanting before long. But see, these are getting roots on.
Oh wow, look at that. It's so cool.
And then these are some of these are Jeremy's plants. So let's look in here real quick. I gotta show you that.
Look at them all.
Now we a little over a week and we'll be harvesting these.
Harvesting them down. That's crazy.
So this right here is called a dewy mister. So that's my dad's invention. It uses air pump to blow and to make that little mist. And you can see the roots on the bottom of the plants right here. And that's a cloner. And so somewhere in here he's probably got a mother plant and he takes little cuttings off of there and puts them into this cloner and it makes a clone of the mother plant. And that's how you kind of control your strains. And when you're dealing with medical cannabis, it's very important that it carries specific properties, healing properties. And so that's kind of some of the science in here. And so all these containers, all these little rubber grommets for that, all these were invented by Dad. So super cool. He's got the patents and everything. So you can see
Yeah,
that.
because I was either debating between a GoPro or one of those.
And then right there, so see that?
Yeah,
So
and it's got a
the-
built-in gimbal. That's why I like the DJI.
Oh, this is beautiful. And you see the picture quality is really
Yeah,
good. See how
don't jump.
smooth?
Yeah, see that's.
Onions and mushrooms and such.
All right, my little brother cooked a steak and mushrooms and onions. And Mom cooked the mashed potatoes, made a salad, cooked some broccoli, did all the grocery shopping.
This is gonna be yummy.
Big fancy meal. And Snow finally got some sleep.
I did. A few hours, 3 or 4 hours.
All right. My mama got us a puzzle to do. This one right here is a 1,000-piecer. It's got some birds and a dog on it. So she does a lot of puzzles, but she doesn't usually do them this big. So I'm gonna show her how to put a puzzle together.
That's funny. White piece is what I need here. Some white. Connecting that. That's that little tree lamp.
Idea. Look at all my puzzle I've put together, Curt, and you've done nothing.
So the reality is, guys, I am the puzzle master. I've put 90% of the pieces together, and that's my job. I'm the puzzle putter together. My mom taught me well.
Even though she can't do it herself anymore.
So we show people from all around the world, when we're in a country, the different stores we go in and what they have. We are in a dollar store
A dollar store, yeah.
in Middle USA. And so
We won't share it all with you.
we won't share it. But if you're from the US, you've probably been in one of these stores. I think everything in theory is supposed to be $1, but I don't think it really plays out like that. It looks like with inflation now it's the $1.25 store. I'm not sure. I haven't been one of these in 3 years. Anyhow, welcome to the dollar store.
So we're at Walmart, and the first thing I noticed is how gigantic the cart is. We've gotten used to like half size of this. Here we go, buy some stuff.
So over the last 3 years, we've taken you to a lot of Latin American countries to local markets, indigenous markets.
This is the local market.
This is the local market in America. So, after traveling all throughout the Americas, really, obviously we haven't been in every country, but being back in America, especially like in a huge store like Walmart, there's just such diversity of products. I mean, you could pretty much kind of get any kind of fruit and vegetable that you want in here, and they're from, I think, a lot of them from all over the world. Some of them are local. I think there's here some tags that say USA, but in any event, definitely seasonal fruits and vegetables. The holiday season, obviously pumpkins, gourds, things like that. But there's just fruits and vegetables and almost everything from all over the world. So it's, like it or not, Walmart is sort of the one-stop shop place in America.
We may be in a much smaller car in a country where they speak English, and we may have internet connection, but leave it to us to still get lost.
Lost in Oklahoma.
Lost in Oklahoma. So Curt has only been, this is his mom and dad's new house. They've only lived here a few years. Curt's been here once when he came home to get his vaccine a year and a half ago. I've never been here. And then this morning we took 2 cars to go have coffee with his parents, because after coffee we were going to Walmart. Nobody ever thought that we would remember how to maneuver these country roads and get back to his parents' house. I thought I had their address in my phone. I don't. We've checked his mom's GPS. She doesn't have her home address saved in there.
The good thing is, guys, it's still early in the morning, so we have all day to find it before we have to worry about driving at night in America, on the roads in America.
Lost in Oklahoma. Will we ever get back to Curt's mom and dad's house? I told Curt I remembered that the road was a pretty road that all of a sudden had trees, shade trees. We were going from dry pasture land to this tree-covered road. I think we're back where we need to be.
We got too excited and turned too early.
But we still have to find one more turn to get on their actual road, but we're getting close.
What are you making?
Cheese, pizza, but I forgot the wrong kind of cheese. I got mozzarella in there.
Are you already sampling the pizza before it's even going in the oven?
No, I'm eating the meat.
All right, Mama's been feeding us really good. And so it just kind of does everything.
But it takes videos?
Takes videos. This is our #1 camera. We use this all the time.
That's a neater than heck.
Yeah. There's my mama and daddy. We're saying goodbye early. It's always sad to say goodbye.
Before I tell you why we had to leave early, I want you to know that this is the most emotional time in our journey. I've been counting the days to see my mom and dad for months. I'm keenly aware that each moment with them is precious, and it was important to me to spend time with the people I love most in the world when I have the opportunity, which the way we travel is not very often. After supper, Mom and I were working on the puzzle, and Snow said she was tired and asked my mom for an extra pillow. My heart sank, guys. I knew immediately that meant that the fluids were starting to accumulate in her lungs. She needed the pillows, extra pillows, so she could sit up, so she could breathe through the night. I didn't sleep much that night, to be honest with you. I remember holding on to her. She didn't sleep a wink. And when we got up the next morning, her blood pressure was dangerously low. And I could tell from her breathing immediately what we needed to do. I had to get Snow to the hospital, and I had to get her to her family in Florida. My dad instantly went into super dad mode and offered to lend us the car to drive back to Florida. He got my little brother in there and asked him to drive with us so he could bring the car back. I was frozen. I was I was devastated, and I wasn't done visiting with my parents, and I looked over at Snow, and I could see she was devastating, knowing that we were going to have to leave my family 3 days earlier. Guys, we were a mess. It was frantic. We were looking for flights. We were looking for rental cars, dealing with the emotional overload, and to be honest, we were just all terrified for Snow's life. My little brother didn't hesitate and said, "Let's go. We'll drive you to Florida." We opted to rent a car. He took us to the airport, and we hopped in the car for a long drive. On the drive, Snow was in contact with her niece, Allie, who works at the hospital we were headed to. And we were trying to let her know what time we would be there so she could let the doctors know in the Shands emergency room to be ready for us when we arrived. I overheard Snow saying, "I'm not sure what time we'll be there. Curt's gonna need to stop and rest along the way. It's a long drive. We didn't get any sleep last night, and we're gonna be driving through the night tonight." The GPS said we'd be there at 5 a.m. And I looked at Snow and I told her, I said, "I don't need to stop for me. I don't need to eat. I don't need to sleep. If we have to stop and get gas, we can stop. If you need to eat or use the restroom or anything, we'll stop for you. I'll take care of me then. But I need to get you to the emergency room. I need to get you to your family. Tell Allie we'll be there by 4 a.m. Have the doctors ready." I won't share every detail of the long drive through Oklahoma, Tennessee, Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, and into Florida. But it was a long night. It was full of tears and sobbing and lots of quiet moments and reflection. I could hear Snow laboring to breathe, and as the journey went on, her breaths got shallower and shallower. I could see she was getting sicker. I remember her telling me she didn't want to die and that she had too much left to do. My heart was breaking, and her heart just couldn't keep up. And we had so far to go. We have never been this scared.
I'll get you home when you are tired. Stand next to you when you're in the fire.